One day I'll catch a break.
Unless you like big, bristling, hairy legs, I wouldn't go down there, mate. That's the spider pit.
Greetings, child. I've met few aside from goblins here. Ah, are you also here to assist with the prisoner? Your tastes must turn to the exotic if you would stop here by choice. I was invited to discuss pain and its intricacies. But even I find these goblins crude and, well, primitive. Pain without purpose is a terrible thing. Wouldn't you agree? Yes, he's just over there. Between you and I, his claims of mastery over pain are unfounded. Pain should be intimate and loving, not violent and brutish. Alas, he... Forgive me, but that look in your eyes, something terrible has happened to you. Do not be ashamed, child. What I see in your eyes, in your soul, is only natural. We've all suffered in these dark times. It is little wonder you bear scars of pain and anguish. Please, let me alleviate this pain. As the Maiden of Pain, the goddess Loviatar teaches us, through penance, administered by my skilled hand. My work can grant peace and serenity, the likes of which few experience. It will be worth it. I promise.
By all means, let us see what his skilled hand might get up to.
Oh, I have something exquisite in mind. Both Loviatar and I are interested in how you handle pain, dear one. And should you delight her, you will most assuredly receive her most gracious blessing. Trust me. Simply face the wall, and we can begin. Face the wall and let us begin, dear one. Yes, this will do nicely. The pain you suffer will cleanse you. Do not fight it. Your voice sounds so sweet, dear one. Keep going. Pain is proof that we live. Revel in it. That's it, dear one! Let Lae'zel hear you! You are doing so well! Do not give in now! Let the sting of flesh wash away your pain. Sweet child, you bore the pain like a true believer. I am proud to have served you this penance. Wait, penitent one. Lae'zel herself found your performance inspiring. She has deemed you worthy of her blessing. And on a personal note, thank you. That was positively divine.
Your world has strange customs.
Grush, I need to
Don't
see
group
that
me
again.
with the likes of them.
Ask him if you can do the penance thing
True.
too.
You wouldn't have the grit.
What? Get in there. We might learn something.
Face the wall and let us begin, dear one. Now, steady your heart and do not move. Tend to your wounds, and we shall continue.
You what? Just bash him somewhere else.
I don't get it! I thought the bleeding was the point!
That's not... Never mind.
I'm watching ya. Spike promised that any meat that falls off is mine.
My beautiful, penitent child. You have already enjoyed my ministrations. Do not be greedy.
Again? Do you wanna become spider food?
Tend to your wounds, and we shall continue.
I don't get it! Ain't I supposed to be wounded?
We have been over this twice.
on my way.
Makte Vertu.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
The eye's glassy black surface reflects your gaze. As you gaze deeper, you feel a focus, an intent. You feel a brief lurching connection, the sensation of falling into your own image endlessly. Confusion, alarm. Then the presence withdraws, leaving a dull black mirror once more.
What you staring at? Move along, ugly!
These pariahs, they're prepared to fight for the absolute knowledge.
You see that eye what's it floating about? Best hope it don't take a fancy to ya. Unless you like playing hide and seek when you're trying to take a damp.
What are they doing? Hiding in trees?
What? You must have some plug in ya. Oh, wait, you're some messer. Had me well fooled. But when you're taking a tinkle, or whatever you lot do with your bits, give it a wave, eh? The bigwigs at Moonrise love a good show.
I didn't mean nothing by it.
Looking at any of us.
Mistress! It's me, your loyal servant, Sazza. I'm back, and I brought a friend.
How thoughtful. And where did you find this friend?
They was in some rickety Druid Grove, mostly full of tieflings, but them intruders you're after were hiding out there.
I presume you dealt with my prey and massacred the rest?
Well, the thing about that is, they sort of massacred us. This mug helped me escape, though. I say we stick a few holes in her, show how grateful we are.
You feel a cold hand caress your mind as the drow appraises you.
Oh dear. Your prisoner is one of the Absolute's favorites, Sazza. A true soul.
Nah, it can't be. They was in the grove, hanging around with the tieflings.
Undercover, no doubt. Carrying out the Absolute's will. Oh, Sazza, you have made a grave error. And it will be your last. My spiders are hungry, little one. But before they feast, tell me where that grove is, and I may yet spare your life.
It's past the bridge, to the east. Big old gate covered in ivy. Don't hurt me, mistress, please.
I will not hurt you. My spiders will have that pleasure.
No, I mucked up, I'm sorry. But I didn't know who they was. They didn't tell me nothing.
Exactly where those adventurers came from. What are they doing? Hiding in trees?
A liar as well as a fool. I hope you're at least digestible.
It ain't true. Them's the bloody liars. Somebody help!
Through sheer luck, that pathetic worm has brought me the information I need. And it seems that the inhabitants of the Grove trust you. We can use that against them. You have a part to play in this slaughter. Return to the Grove. When my raiding party approaches, throw open the gate and signal me.
they need to be looking at any of us for, is what I'm saying.
You would dare! Guards, to me!
Come on, snivelling wretched. Time to feed the crawlies.
And be happy they didn't throw you to the spiders.
This'll be mean. Oh, there's a hag pit stench about you. Hey!
Right. What would some drow wizard in moonlight What do they need to be looking at any of us for, is what I'm saying? We're all on the same side. You are gonna set the true soul on fire.
Dead. What a magnificent sight. Ready and willing.
Orders were to stand by here. No booze, no
The corpse seems willing to speak, but not to its killer.
Just saying. Who's eyes? Again. Do you want to become spider food?
Can't we just swarm the forest?
Drow wants to know exactly where those adventurers came from.
These boots have seen it.
What are they doing? Hiding in trees? We'll smoke 'em out, no problem. I'll tell you, the scrying eye was looking at me all strange. Right, what would some drow wizard in Moonrise want to look at you for? What do they need to be looking at any of us for, is what I'm saying? a true soul on fire. They're drowned. They're stuck up.
Bloody racket.
Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun.
Ah, an excellent choice.
Without delay.
Quite ready for you. Like a wraith. Oh, I have the magic touch.
Decked on!
Time to strike.
Pipe down! Thou art saucy as gruel.
We'll do it my way. Delicious. Let's have some carnage.
Still breathing, despite everything. What path lies before me?
Indolence breeds madness.
Looking ahead.
Direct me.
Someone there? On the hunt. One step at a time.
You what?
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
You were seen vandalizing someone else's property. Now would be a good time to justify your actions. A quick transaction and your problem is miraculously resolved.
Hope Peachy's behaving himself.
Eager for battle.
Get it? I thought the bleeding was the point! That's not...
Killing someone is one way to get a guard's blood pressure up. You're destined for the cells, if you're lucky. You wonder if all your problems could be so easily solved. For now, it's enough to have solved.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
On tippy toes. Let's prowl.
I speak, they burn.
Tormentor!
Assume nothing.
You want? Just flash him somewhere else. I don't get it. I thought the...
Evanesco!
That's not...
Repositioning.
Leave me alone. I ain't got time for chatter.
Killing someone is one way to get a guard's blood pressure up. You're destined for the cells, if you're lucky. A quick transaction and your problem is miraculously resolved.
Tend to your wounds, and we shall continue.
I don't get it! Ain't I supposed to be wounded?
You're being arrested for assault. Judging by the look on this guard's face, you're getting off lightly.
Twice.
Quickly then. A wise strategy.
You're being arrested for assault. Judging by the look on this guard's face, you're getting off lightly.
More.
My energy wanes. Time to rest. Proceeding.
May the dice roll in my favor.
Watch the shadows.
Another step forward.
On it.
In nocte concilium.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Born here. Stay here. Speaks through true souls. Scour the land. Find weapon. Warrior. Had absolute's touch. Bushes outside. Kids were playing. Bruiser chief. Beat drum / sword. Flame smoke.
The corpse does not stir. It will answer no more questions.
No one stopped me yet. Can't slow down.
Another outsider come to see the boss? Mind your manners now, or he'll throw you in the pit.
Leave no trace.
Still alive, so that's progress. All right, what now? Breathe deep and move.
If you're close enough to talk with me, then you're too damn close.
If I were you, I'd get me arse back to the party before somebody put me to work.
I see him, I'll slice off his fingers and fry him for supper.
You know this chump, the blade of front ears. Well, you tell your boy the Absolute's come, and if he ain't with her, he's against her.
I hear Spike messed with the blade of front ears.
Damn right. Cut her right eyeball. Like some
Should mind my step.
Let's go. Just like old times.
Never a dull moment.
Watch your back. Be very, very quiet.
Still on my feet. Time to push my luck again. Nothing will stand in my way.
Watch your back.
What to do? Never wanted the easy path.
What's on your mind? I question the wisdom of that decision, but so.
And we shall continue.
Where do I go from here? Best be on my way.
Sugan al Shukok, o Tashokek Dor!
Tues nihil!
Best be on my way.
Pay attention, you festering bubo!
Now they see me.
Tormentor!
Poor creature. I hope it can follow my scent to camp.
Ready or not? On the hunt.
No time to waste.
Invisibilis!
Swiftly now.
Let's get going. No time to rest.
My eyes grow heavy. Best to make camp.
Hello again. Ready or not?
It's Ali!
Mortuus in lingua mortua.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Beast rotting. Looter. Warg pens. Absolute. Binds. Obedience.
Into the shadows. Hello, you.
It's Alibi!
As the corpse rises, your parasite squirms in recognition.
Pavruk! I feel it in me!
There's no doubt this creature is responsible for your parasite, and it's waiting for your questions. You see the tadpole in the Mind Flayer's hand. Not a parasite. Perfection. Rebirth is sloughing flesh. A new skull housing cold, sharp intellect. Dark, empty pods flicker across your vision. They demand new flesh. fractured images fill your mind. Curved drow blades, crude goblin torches, gnoll teeth dripping blood. You see other Mind Flayers arranged in a serene circle. Absolute unity. Absolute power. You watch through the creature's eyes as it curses the starborn slaves. They want the ones from the ship. Darkness and sun barely contained. You see dark tunnels lit by noxious pools of brine. The darkness spreads through the earth. The sky splits open and nautiloids pour out of a void that consumes the stars. The Mind Flayer's corpse twitches, then collapses again. It will speak no more.
With haste.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Food, hungry. No, strong, big. Big friend.
Bah! Now that you've fed it, we'll never be rid of the beast.
No, run.
It'll be back for more rations, mark my words.
Food, hungry.
Fate spins along as it should, although thou dost not seem to be in need of my services.
I've got a long road ahead.
Shah's blessings upon you.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Light on my feet.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
All three leaders dead. A magnificent showing. The bards will carry your praises across Faerun, hell, across all of Toril. And I'll be leading the songs. Another triumph. Could any have doubted? The frontiers are no longer mine to tame alone, friend. They bend for us both. Hail and hail again. I've got business with Spike in the Goblin Camp. Time I showed him what's what. And we free housing while we're at it. We need a cure, and he's got the healing touch.
Speak, quickly.
A scout just reported. The goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet. And I hear you are the one to thank. I'm grateful. I took a collection from all of us. It isn't much, but you've earned it. It's not enough, but it's all we have.
Halsin will likely want to thank you too, Mind. He returned just a while ago. I believe he's catching up with Korga. As for us...
No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us. My people are ready to leave when you are. Just give the word. We're ready to head to your camp. Are you? Just give the word.
Grab your bags. We're moving.
I'm glad you killed all the goblins. I hope you made them scared. It smells bad out here. I want to go home.
For anything.
We're not in the clear yet. Keep sharp until we're standing on cobbles in Baldur's Gate. I left my sword in the cave. Don't tell, but I don't want to touch it again.
Bah! At your age, I'd already spilled my own cousin's blood. Face your fear, or it will devour you.
Exactly. Noble types won't want a tiefling cooking for them. The common folk.
A cart sounds fine.
You do good work. If you can handle more than goblins, might be I'll have use of you in Baldur's Gate. Damn it! Having that stashed away would have made life a lot easier. Right. All of our taking stashed away for the journey?
Yes, Mum? Check twice myself.
Better be sure.
I'm glad you came through it alive. We owe you more than we can repay.
We survived. Who would have thought? It looks like I might have to pay you after all. Once we get to the city, of course.
You
know, that actually sounds pretty good. If you drink as well as you fight, we'll have a lot of fun.
Watching gods. While I was training children, you were out cutting down an entire goblin camp.
You took it upon yourself to undertake the Rite of Thorns. I ought to exile you from this place. Forever. Instead, I shall listen to the explanation that you owe me.
An error, most grave master. I beg your grace.
Grace is bestowed by nature, not me. You will stay as a novice anew. You have forgotten the ways of the Druids, the natural order of things. It is up to you to prove the lessons have been learned once more.
So as you say. And so it is done, master.
She shows great insolence, but time will humble her. And the Grove still needs her. You will soon see why. But enough of that for now. I owe you my thanks. The Grove stands. Nature prevails. I owe you my thanks. And an introduction. I am Halsin, first Druid of the Emerald Grove. And I sense you have a problem you seek my help with. I was an unwilling guest of the goblins. But your efforts left them in disarray, and I was able to escape. It's true. I can feel it right now.
It's still in my head.
Oh, Oak Father preserve you, child. But something's different. You're aware of the monster inside you. You don't bow to the Absolute like the true souls do. How is this possible? It's no coincidence that we found each other, I'll wager. You're after a cure for this parasite. There's a chokehold of magic, binding the creature to you. Any efforts to remove it would almost certainly kill you. Or worse. A drow forced me to defend myself. Afterwards, I was able to study the parasite that slithered out of the corpse. See what drives these true souls. I had no idea anyone beyond their ranks was infected. You have my sincere sympathies. No, this is different. Altered. But I believe I know where answers can be found. Moonrise Towers. That place is where the cultists send their captives. Innocents go in. True souls come out. It has to be the source of this magic. And where do you suppose that ship was taking you? Moonrise, I'll wager. The journey differs, but the problem is the same. It's immensely powerful, whatever it is. Strong enough to slow Ceramorphosis to a crawl. Luckily, that gives you more time. I will do what I can to help you. Let us speak tomorrow. You and I both have matters to see to first. As for what you've done for the Grove, speak to Wrath. He will see to your reward.
Sylvanas keep you.
I nearly dispatched those goblins myself, but it seems you managed well enough. And why wield a masterwork where a butcher's blade will do? My thanks, truly.
Baldur's Gate, we're coming.
Do you need help, Icaron?
We did it. Come on. Give me a kiss.
No, I've got it.
Grab your bags. We're moving.
If we get separated or need to break camp, find the river and follow it down. Now stop squirming.
We're ready to head to your camp. Just give the word. We're ready to head to your camp. Are you? Excellent. Lead the way.
You're handsome.
As you approach the camp, you hear the sound of a celebration in full swing.
No,
I hope you'll pardon them. They meant to wait for you. But it's been some time since they've had cause to celebrate. I'm glad to see they haven't forgotten how. Will you join them? I suppose we could at that. I came out here to think, plan out our next steps. But you're right. The road will still be there in the morning. Come then. I hope you'll forgive the pageantry, a custom we developed in Avernus. The sky there is utterly black. We took to filling it with stars of our own, to think of better nights in brighter places.
Maybe we should forget the city.
Nights
Live out here,
such as
under the
this one,
stars.
with a light for every life
And a
you've
roof for
saved.
me. But off you go, Master
Oh,
Ranger.
yes. Volo also wished to show his appreciation.
No.
Yes. Remember what happened last time?
I was 8, and you magicked up a kitten. How was I supposed to know it was made of fire?
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
Come on, Alfie, make it spicy.
All right.
Consider this a preview for when we get to Baldur's Gate. Remember, the first round's on me.
Thank you. There's that confidence I like. I thank you for seeking me out. Amidst all this merriment, I wasn't sure we'd have a chance to speak this evening.
Very dearly.
I wasn't sure we'd have a chance to make merry. Just the two of us.
Are you planning to share the last of
The
that
moment we hit the city.
Merely to share a glass of wine, I suppose. To toast to victory and to offer you an invitation. I know there are many things about me that remain shrouded in mystery. You've been very patient with me. I appreciate that. You've given me powerful magic to consume when I needed it most. You know of my condition and its challenges. But those are but the broad strokes. The time has come to paint you the true picture. I can only hope my tale will live up to your expectations. Tonight, of course, we celebrate. I won't keep you any longer. Tomorrow night, though, you're in for quite the bedtime story.
Just thought of something.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? Your words, not mine. But not what I mean. I mean tieflings. Never gave you all much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them.
We should
We saved their
and
lives.
see the water.
Odd.
What for? It's all dark and muddy.
Private, too.
That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong. Share a bottle with me?
Oh, make a dragon!
We should wait a little while.
No, an Albert.
Until the others have drifted off.
Toddlers are
Not
easier to
tonight.
please than you lot.
There she is, the woman herself. Let us raise a glass to freedom from tyranny. May we hew a clear path for the downtrodden to travel. To you, a legend in the making.
How many goblins?
And to you and Shadowheart. May your stars burn ever bright.
That's my girl.
Oh, but the blade is no myth, Chief. Myths are tall tales, fleeting as Cormyrean rain. I'm as real as the heart that beats in your chest. Now go off. Have your fun. I've got a tankard keeping me company.
You're handsome.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Neogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness. A pity for us you have promised your knight to the half-elf. I've no doubt you will satisfy your tastes for endless conversation.
I was 8, and you magicked up a kitten. How was I supposed to know it was made of fire?
For now. But come morning, you will wonder. You will wonder how my lips might have tasted, how my fingers on your skin might have felt. Oh, but do enjoy yourself this night. I intend to myself. Astarion looks particularly tempting.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it. This is awful.
Maybe we should forget the city.
True.
Live out here.
That was
under the stars.
fun. Still, I would have liked more for my trouble than a pat on the head and vinegar for wine.
Without you? No.
I love you.
I'm just looking for a little more excitement. A little more fun.
The moment we hit the city, let's look for our own place.
Don't be so sour. I like a good time as much as anyone.
Folded, color
You
coordinated,
know,
even I.
we could always make our own entertainment, darling. Get a little closer,
What are you going to
so
do
to
in the
speak.
city?
There's always work for a guard. You?
What?
I've always wanted to sing at the Elf Song Tavern.
If the owner has any sense, they'll hire you on the spot.
Please. You insolent little... Fine. Enjoy your night with whatever beast will have you.
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland?
Hush you.
I love you
And
very dearly.
Yes.
Are you planning to share the last of that wine?
Adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, Pass the wine.
Sherry! That's infernal for cheers.
No, an
Or
owlbear.
possibly turnip.
I need to dance!
Toddlers are easier
No.
to please than you lot.
No, I need to lie down.
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and homes.
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy. Perhaps it'll make the evening more tolerable.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow.
Go down and see the water.
Right.
Dark and
Hearts aquiver.
Try not to get too close, Cal.
To think you might have known paradise.
Poetic stuff.
Celebrate now. Come dawn, we depart.
I was 8, and you magicked up a
brave
kitten.
and
How was I
frightened with
supposed
a
to know it was made of
thunder
fire?
wave.
If you're looking for another shot, I'm afraid you've missed it.
But that's not what happened.
Live a little.
The buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. Though you seek repose, you needn't spend the night alone. With whom will you share a bed? Your heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
You made it. Come here. Sit with me. Lots of people make promises. Few keep them. Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions? Very practical. We could have toasted to that every night so far. Here's to many more. Survival. Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you. Fishing for blackmail material, that's all. Go on. I insist. Oh no. I provided the refreshments. You can supply the entertainment. I know. One of my many fine qualities. Seems like you truly know the city. I never got to explore it to my liking. Don't stop now. Not just as things are getting interesting. Don't laugh, but I'm not quite sure I have anything to share. When you worship Shah, secrecy is everything. We'll sacrifice our own memories when ordered to. A lot of the little things, they're lost to me right now. I did. And you remembered. You're sweet. There's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us. Nearly light. The others will be awake soon. I suppose so. Celebration's over. Time to pick up the trail again. Thank you for last night. It was just what I needed. Oh. Of course.
I trust you celebrated most heartily. Curious. I wonder if the tadpole shares in your suffering the morning after. I did. And it's high time we talked about your problem. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous. Though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
These tadpoles obey one master. If the Geich have united in a single creed, my queen is in danger. Once we are cleansed, we infiltrate Moonrise Towers. Should there be Geich, we snatch their heads one by one.
What were you expecting? That I'd mumble a spell or whip out a potion? I won't be held accountable just because you're naive enough to expect easy answers. Now, allow me to continue. To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls. So it seems, though I don't know how. You will have to choose your approach carefully. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the shadow curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. I must see for myself.
Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. You've already been? Impressive. You'll make me redundant at this rate. What did you find? Keep looking. If they're present, then it's likely there's a route to Moonrise somewhere. It may prove impossible to avoid the Shadow Curse entirely, but if you find any way to limit your exposure, seize it. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. Unfinished business. It seems our fates have aligned. I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her. Precisely. Who indeed? You do not know, and neither do any of the others. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence. Indeed, we've quite the journey ahead of us. I advise you start in the Temple of Selûne. If you find the Dark Justiciar's hidden entrance, it could lead you all the way to Moonrise. Contrary to how some think of us, we druids can play politics when necessary. Now, we've quite the journey ahead. Best get started.
Speak, quickly. So I did, and he served his use. Most enthusiastically, I might add. I may even avail myself of his talents again, should he keep his fangs off my flesh.
How can I help?
Need something? Well met.
Shah's blessings upon you. Wouldn't you be in my place? If there's even the slightest chance that Shah worshippers remain within our reach, we should try and find them. Even if they're all long gone, and that seems quite likely from what we know, who knows what they may have left behind for us to use? My people are nothing if not resourceful. I made an impression then. Time will tell, I suppose. I think it looks promising, though. Did I? Don't worry. I was probably just too busy drinking in the sight of you. Don't worry. I think I must have been misjudging you. I can't even remember what it was that made me say that. Cast aside some of your present company, then we can talk.
Listen up!
Congratulations, you've made it to the end of the early access campaign of Baldur's Gate 3. On behalf of the entire team at Larian Studios, I want to thank you for playing and supporting us. And please let us know what you thought. Let us know what you liked, let us know what you didn't like. You can do that on one of the many community channels we have or on our forums. I assure you, we read it all and we use it to make the game a lot better. We still have a lot of work ahead of us. It's going to take some time before the game is going to be ready. All of us at Larian are doing our very best to make it a game that it deserves to be. Thank you once again, and until next time. Take care, bye bye.